Next step now.
I'm going out to Lenox and to Paramount, Watts, and South Central where they were last night to see if ICE is back out there.
How about a message for the community?
The community is, don't be intimidated. Don't be afraid. Do what we did in the civil rights movement. Protest peacefully. Get out. Make your voices heard. The more people we're able to engage, the more we can push back on them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Black people in LA, don't get in that mess. Please do not get in that mess what's going on in LA. Y'all stay in the house. Y'all get what y'all need to get and sit back and watch, okay? This is their turn. This is their turn to get their butt kicked out there. It's their turn to get deported. It's their turn to go to jail. It's their turn to get gaffled up. Don't let them Democrat people out there trick y'all into going out there and protecting people that would not protect you. Okay? I know they're gonna get out there, hey, black people, we need your help. You know, this is a civil rights issue. Even though we came over here illegally, but still, this is a civil rights issue. No, it's not y'all issue. Anytime that we go through stuff on this country, you them same people will say, pick yourself up by the bootstrap. Why y'all always blaming the white man? Why y'all always talking about racism all the time? Why y'all are not oppressed? I crossed the border in the Rio Grande River with nothing in my pocket, and look at me. Now, let them figure that out. Let them figure it out, man. We ain't got to put the cape on these people at all. Don't say these folks. Don't get your ass out there and get gaffled up by them people. The National Guard is not looking for you. They looking for them other folks, okay? So this is what y'all do, LA. Y'all sit back, chill, sit in your house, have a little barbecue, do your little, your little thing y'all be doing out there on the West Coast. You know what I mean?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So as the city of Los Angeles continues to burn, to be destroyed by a bunch of foreign invaders waving Mexican flags, we have to talk about some reactions, okay? And particularly the reactions of the black community, okay? Because after the election, I told you guys that there were a lot of black folks, right? Particularly black liberals. I don't think black conservatives cared that much, right? But a lot of black liberals were like, you know what? We're done with the Latinos, right? We're done with you because Latino men voted for Trump, right? More Latino men voted for Trump, and a lot of black liberals felt betrayed. So they say, you know what? We're sitting it out, right? We're sitting it out. Okay, we're done. Okay. What they call themselves, the 92%, right? The black women say, we're done with this, right? We're not going to be helping anymore. We're not protesting. We're now sitting out of politics, right? We're not getting involved anymore, because when a black woman was on the ballot, right, an alleged black woman, who's actually an Indian woman, but when an alleged black woman was on the ballot, you guys decided to vote for Trump, right? You didn't show up, so therefore we're not showing up, okay? We're not showing up when you need us.
Your racism is showing, darling. Riddle me this. Why is it always black folk got to bail everybody out all the time? Is it because we had success with the civil rights movement that everybody benefits from but never thanks us or backs us up when we need something? Get them, Louie. Listen, we have built up hundreds of years of PTO, and it rolled over to us from our ancestors because they didn't take a break. And so we're taking our PTO now. Our hundreds of years worth of PTO. And FMLA, whatever we throw at it.
I wonder why they got this crash car.
My thing is, why you ain't hollering at the white folk? Why you ain't hollering at the Asian folk? Why you ain't hollering at the Jewish folk? Why the black folks? Why we always, we done something wrong because we ain't out in these streets. It ain't safe for us to be out in these streets. So we staying home and watching sinners and straw and tending to our gardens and walking our dogs on our property, not in these streets, going to work and bringing our asses back home. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Can't be mad at us for finally taking care of us. Holla at them motherfuckers. Smooches.
The DraftKings Casino app is the place for jackpots and across all my favorite games, not just slot.
Watching what's happening in LA right now as a black woman is like One of the things, you know, that we kept talking about when the election first went down is that, you know what, this just is not our lesson to learn. It's not our lesson to learn. But I feel like our lesson as Black women, I feel like our lesson to learn is how to let other people learn the hard way without intervening. Because some people just need to learn the hard way. And we're witnessing that right now with the fact that the National Guard has been deployed to the streets of Los Angeles against the wishes of the governor. We told these in conclusion, I think that is Black people, especially the 92%. I feel like that is our lesson to learn, because one thing we have a hard time doing is not intervening when we see people clearly about to crash into a tree. We like to step in and save people, but we can't save these motherfuckers from themselves.
Okay, and I think you're starting to see some of that play out here, okay? When you talk about these LA riots, which again mostly affect illegal immigrants, okay? And there's a lot of Black people going to the internet and telling Black folks, hey, this is not our fight, okay? Do not join in on these riots, these protests. Don't get involved. It's not our fight, okay? These people aren't really with us, okay? They're not really, you know, a part of, I guess, our group or whatever. Don't join in, okay? So again, you have Black people again turning on the Black and Brown coalition, saying, nah, we're not gonna be involved with this one, right? We're sitting it out. So without further ado, let's react to it, because again, this is fascinating stuff.
Now, I know earlier I told you guys about Los Angeles and what was going on, how the Mexicans are rioting. Okay, but I just wanted to inform you guys on what's going on. But I do want to say this to all my African American brothers and sisters. I do want to say this, okay? It's not our motherfucking fight, okay? Okay, so what we are going to do is we going to mind our business, because at the end of the day, Mexicans, and I'm just going to be real, most of them don't with us. Right. It is not our fight. Do not try to stick up for these people.
And not only that, the Mexicans killed Malcolm X's grandson over in Mexicano. Know what I mean? Did him dirty. The Mexicans did him dirty over there, y'all. The Mexicans did Malcolm X's son dirty over there, y'all.
Do not try to work with these people. They don't give a fuck about us. And I'm not saying every Latino or every Mexican. Okay, I'm not saying that. But majority, and y'all f***ing know. Y'all don't f*** with us. So all I'm saying to my Black brothers and sisters, mind our f***ing business, okay? We ain't see nothing, and we ain't doing nothing, okay? It is not our f***ing fight.
We see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles. And again, any violence against police officers should not be accepted. Local authorities can handle that. But remember, a lot of these peaceful protests are being generated because the President of the United States is sowing chaos.
I guess these the peaceful riots he was talking, the protests he was talking about, huh? So I guess them was the peaceful protesters that bald head ass Booker was talking about, huh? Every day. Democrats get on here and just lie, bro, out they mouth. I mean, it just don't make no sense. Now, for you to get on national TV and say they out here doing peaceful protesting when there's videos all over the internet of these burning down shit,
burning down cars, breaking into buildings. Just got done robbing the store down there in Compton, all type of shit. But he gonna get his bald head ass on here and say they down there doing peaceful protest. Like this the shit I be talking about with the Democrats. Y'all are just full of bullshit, bro. And Trump, handle your business, bro. Keep going, bro.
That's right.
Deport all them, bro. And if you are
keep your foot on their neck, King Trump. Keep your foot on their neck. Black folks tired. King Trump, black folks tired of these Democrats, King. Black folks are tired of these Democrats. They don't do nothing but spit a whole bunch of rhetoric, lies. They slandered you like crazy. So we knew we couldn't trust these motherfucking Democrats. And the people woke up and the people were speaking. Especially black folks. They tired of the Democrats. They wash their hands with the Democrats, y'all. Ain't nobody going for the gaslighting. That's all they try to do, gaslight old ass Maxine Waters. She's sitting in the motherfucking car with her Depends on, probably soaking fucking wet. Trying to gaslight the people, but the peoples ain't buying that shit, y'all. People's like, shit, fuck out of here with them Mexicanos. And like I said, they killed Malcolm X's grandson in Mexico. God damn it. Do the research. The Mexicans don't give a fuck about black folks. Let's go.
U.S. citizen, and if you are a U.S. citizen and you are down there causing hell and they arrest your ass, that is your fault. Don't cry, okay? Because if you a U.S. citizen, you shouldn't even be down there doing all this. You shouldn't have nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But that bald head ass gonna sit his ass on here talking about some peaceful protest.
Oh man. So again, black people are not allowed themselves, or at least some people, right? So again, you know, you're gonna have some black liberal women that are gonna be out here supporting this, right?
Right.
But you know,
a whole lot of liberal women out here supporting this fuck shit. You understand me? They the ones out here selling us out, y'all. The black liberal females selling niggas out like crazy. Don't give a damn about you. Ain't near one of them go check on motherfucking Mumi Abu Jamal with that black ass over there checking on Mexicans. Fuck out of here. And fuck you liberal Democrats.
Black people are not allowing themselves, at least some black people are not allowing themselves to be gaslit, right? They're not allowing themselves to be lied to by the liberal media, the Democrats, talking about this peaceful, right? It's a peaceful protest. This is what they're saying all over the liberal media, right? It's a peaceful protest. It's so peaceful, right? This is what they said.
Despite the Trump administration's calling the protests lawless, Los Angeles police said Saturday's demonstrations remained peaceful.
Most of the crowds, again, that I saw, that I spoke to, that I was interacting with, these are peaceful people that want to get their message across.
The vast majority of these actions have been peaceful, and that there are lots of folks just trying to be heard on the streets in and around LA.
You have a number of, it appears, peaceful protesters. We didn't see any weapons or sticks or anything.
So far, everything here is peaceful.
Some peaceful demonstrators.
People are demonstrating, and there's a lot of peaceful demonstration, but there are people that are obviously...
Are you getting the runaround from workers' comp after your work injury? You're not.
Listen to them lie, y'all. The media lie, like they always do, trying to gaslight, talking about peaceful. Ain't nothing peaceful. They over there burning cars up, looting. They doing all types of shit over there, y'all. But once again, the media, that's part of the go along, get along, gang. That the gig is up. These motherfuckers lying like a motherfucker, y'all. They over there doing the same shit they was doing in 2020 at the George Floyd riots. Burning, looting, doing all types of shit. This the Mexicanos fight. Fuck them Mexicanos. We standing on the side of King Trump, goddammit. Deport every last one of them motherfuckers. And their kids too. Fuck them all. Let's go.
A lot of injured workers are stuck.
I just upset.
Why does this situation justify the president bypassing California's governor entirely? Governor Newsom says that the National Guard, at least sending them, is purposely inflaming and will only escalate tensions there.
Let's remind our viewers that this administration pardoned more than 1,500 people convicted in the January 6th attack.
Yeah, people not going for that this time around, right? People are not going for the gaslighting this time around. It ain't happening.
Right.
Now, what's crazy is people think that they can come to America illegally and have rights. That shit doesn't make no damn sense, y'all. Bring y'all ass over here illegally and then think that you have rights of an American citizen, which is some bullshit, bro. And honestly, you know what I mean? I lived in LA for 2 years, so I seen the health care and the Medicare and the welfare system. And honestly, hard-working Americans are paying the bill for all these illegal motherfuckers to have health insurance, to be able to get welfare, food stamps, child care, all this shit right here. We are footing the bill. The people that are actually tax-paying American citizens are footing this motherfucking bill for all these people. And they have the fucking nerve to get mad and have attitudes and be upset with us for not wanting to continue to foot the bill for they motherfucking ass. Bro, we can barely afford to foot the bill for our goddamn self. But we are paying the bill for all y'all illegal motherfuckers to be over here and doing whatever the fuck y'all want. Not only are y'all over here illegally making money, y'all illegally not paying fucking taxes. So that means that all this free money that y'all are making, y'all sending this shit back to y'all fucking country, which does not benefit the American people at all. Sorry, but not motherfucking sorry. Bro, y'all got to fucking go. Y'all got to go. Now, if you come back the right way, that's perfectly fine. If you come back and you're a tax-paying citizen and all that shit, right, that's perfectly fine. I have nothing to say about that right there. The only thing I am speaking on is illegal motherfuckers that think they have the rights of American citizens, which you do not, bro. And we are not finna keep paying the bill for y'all motherfuckers ass. Point blank, period. I'm not finna keep doing it. Every time I look at my motherfucking paycheck, I got a fucking deduction on my goddamn paycheck that's supporting y'all motherfuckers ass, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I stand behind Trump 100% when it comes to these deportations. If you're not an American citizen, if you did not come here legally, if your paperwork is not correct, your ass need to go, bro. Straight up and down. You got to go, man. Hey, I'm just saying, you know, again, Democrats, you know, like, for example, Jasmine Crockett, they'll make it seem like, oh, deporting illegals is hurting black people. And it's like, no. This is like the best gift for black people. Again, I have to remind people, black folks, only 13% of the population, only 13%, okay? When it comes to illegal immigration and abortion, okay? These should be the top issues for black folks, right? In regards to deporting the illegals and banning abortions, right? Less abortions, less illegals. Those are the main two policies that will provide the most benefit for black people, especially all these so-called black power type of folks, right? You got to understand, black people only 13% of the population. But see, when I say stuff like that, I don't get credit for it, right? They say, oh, you're a sellout, you're a black conservative, you're against us. And I'm like, bro, all of the policies that I support are pro-black, okay? I mean, they're pro-America, but they're pro-America, which means they're pro-black. Right? Pro-America is pro-black. Right. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it's so weird to me when people be like, oh, you black conservative, you sellout. It's like, well, I'm not advocating for black people to be displaced by others, right? By other people coming to the country illegally, using resources, taxpayer dollars, right? I'm not advocating for that. I'm not advocating for killing black babies. How am I a sellout, right? But the people who advocate for illegals to come into the country, to displace black folks, to take black jobs, right? Remember Trump talking about the black jobs? Okay, that they're advocating for black babies to be killed in the womb. Those people are not sellouts, right? They're pro-black. They're fighting for the black folks. Again, it doesn't make sense. It's ass backwards. And at some point, people will realize that these so-called pro-blacks ain't really pro-black. Where's Roland Martin on this, right? Where's Roland Martin? Is Roland Martin in support? Somebody ask Roland Martin real quick. Is he in support of the mass deportations or no? Right? Yes or no? And they'll tell you everything you need to know about how quote unquote pro-black he is.
Right. Bro, I am trying my hardest to understand why the ICE protesters, some of them, are going around and waving their country flag, but yet they won't go home. Right. You're burning up American flags and waving your country's flags, but yet you're in America. That's crazy. Right? Protesting against ICE. I don't understand it. Go back home. Deport them all. No excuses no more.
Who the fuck?
Seriously. And Governor Gavin Newsom, he needs to be arrested.
Yeah, he do. Real talk.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month.
All these liberal mayors need to be arrested, man. Real talk. That's treason on the American people. They fighting for illegal migrants that's not even here legally. You understand me? That's treason on the American people. All these liberal mayors should be arrested and held accountable of their foolishness. They have been exposed. They've been exposed, ladies and gentlemen. I told you these motherfuckers had a plan to replace niggas. The American people, especially niggas. Straight up. And to the end, they gonna fight all the way to the end for these motherfuckers, y'all. Just watch. We still got 3 more years with Trump, y'all. And watch these motherfuckers be fighting the whole 4 years Trump been president for these illegal migrants. Facts. Let's continue.
Month for a streaming app and $9.99 a month for a music app. And
I don't understand it. I really don't. For all you liberals, Democrats, whatever you want to call yourself, if you do not like America, deport yourself or allow ICE to deport you. It's simple.
That's simple.
These people are hypocrites too, because Obama deported way more illegal immigrants than Trump. Where was the outrage? Right. Again, where was the outrage? It doesn't make any sense to me. But I know what I voted for, and I stand with ICE.
Facts. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's talk about these protesters. You have illegals protesting ICE, saying get out of our city. What? Our city? You don't even belong here. You have used and abused the American tax dollars. And that's why the American people, we're fed up, we're tired. Take your butt back home. As a matter of fact, can I opt out of helping these people and have my money go towards the American people? When I went to Ethiopia, I stayed there for 3 months. If I overstayed my visa, if I didn't run to the embassy to save my butt, assuming that I was just going to just walk the streets like I'm just a normal person, they would have put me in a body bag. So for you to even come to America having riots and protesting is, I don't understand. This don't make any sense. And you're rocking your flags. You're holding up your flags. If you're so proud about your company, or your country, then go back to your country.
Right.
The American people is saying, we don't care if you're here legally, but to come over illegally, burning up our resources, is just pure foolishness. So, every single person that's illegal, get them the hell out of here, for real. Do whatever you have to do to get them out of here, because I have illegal fatigue. Let's create a new trend here. Right. Illegal fatigue. Right. That's what's going on right now. Right. This is ridiculous.
Donald Trump said, hey, Governor Newsom, since you can't keep your citizens safe during these damn ICE riots, I'ma send 2,000 National Guard members to come get on that ass. Hopefully you'll be old scum afterwards. Why are y'all acting like ICE just up and decided to deport people? Donald Trump won the presidency, and not only that, he told y'all what he was gonna do. He even gave illegals the option to self-deport and get a check if you didn't do that shit. Shame on you. I'm genuinely trying to think of the thought process here. Do you think causing chaos, committing more crimes is gonna keep you in the country? Did y'all see that one dude circling around that burning car on the motorcycle waving the Mexican flag? What does that do for your case? Send him right now. Like, how does that fucking help you? You're a fucking arsonist. Also, ICE isn't deporting U.S. citizens. ICE is deporting illegal. Why are we acting acting like ICE is the problem here and not the people who, I don't know, didn't get their citizenship, didn't get a visa to pull up, they just crawled through the desert or snuck through like a goddamn criminal. ICE is simply a form of accountability for every illegal that decided to come into America illegally. Keep it up, Donald Trump! Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, see that you're in that. I don't think the so-called Black and Brown Coalition is going to be participating this time around, right? I don't think that the black is going to show up, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll have some black liberal women out there, right? Maybe some white liberals. Okay, we know the white liberals are going to show up, especially in some of these other liberal cities, right? Like the Seattles, the Portlands. The white liberals will be out there. But I think a lot of black folks are going to sit this out, right? They're going to say, hey, this is not our fight.
It ain't.
This is not something that we have anything to do with. Even if you don't like Trump, hey, it ain't our problem, okay? And we're sitting it out. That is what a lot of people are saying on the internet right now. But again, we're going to see. We're going to see. It's fascinating to see the politics behind all this and how you have some people who insist that the plight of the illegal immigrant is somehow the same or is relatable to the plight of so-called minorities in this country who are here legally, okay? And I just don't know if that's gonna work, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Facebook keeps trying to take this post down. Remember?
Told y'all. Democrats had a plan, y'all. Fight for illegal migrants. Like a motherfucker to replace the American people. Like they said, they looking for slaves. That's what the Democrats said. You understand me? That's what they said. And like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it and drilling it in y'all head. Do the research on Malcolm X's grandson, how they brutally murdered him in Mexico. So you think we give a damn about Mexicans? Fuck Mexicans. Fuck the Mexicanos, okay? They killed Malcolm X's grandson over there in Laredo, Mexico. And y'all can do the research. It's up. It's up. But yet you got some of these ignorant niggas out here fighting for illegal migrants, but can't even fight for their own peoples in their own cities and towns. Understand, peoples? These people lied to y'all. The gaslighting is over. The American people has spoken. And yes, it's King Trump who was elected. And that's what the people elected. King Trump to do the damn thing. You understand me? King Trump to do the damn thing, you heard? And that's a 100% fact, though, not fiction. Right back.
The California Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters was denied entry to a detention center in Los Angeles. Ma'am, we're loading securely now, 12 reserves.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public apparel.
I need to get in.
Slammed the door in their face, yo.
The Congresswoman was trying to speak with David Huerta, the leader of the Service Employees International Union of California, yesterday. He was arrested by federal agents after prosecutors say he tried to obstruct their access to a worksite. He has called actions taken against protesters and I'm quoting him now, an injustice. Joining us now on the phone is Democratic Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Congresswoman, thanks so much for joining us. First of all, take us through your attempt to get into that detention center. What were you told?
First of all, I went down into the area because David Werter is a big leader in organized labor with SEIU, and everybody was wondering what happened to him. He was arrested. We did not know where he was, and so I went down to see if I could get some information. I had on one of my jackets with the emblem on it for the Congress, and I identified myself when I saw two people going in that looked like they were in authority, and I tried to ask them, I did ask them if I could come in. I said, I'm Congresswoman Waters, and I'm coming to see if I can see about David Werter. They said, we're not letting anybody in, and slammed the door. And so I didn't have an opportunity to talk with anybody, to see if I could find out if...
Want a closer relationship with Jesus Christ? As missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we'd love to...
Right in front of the detention center. The protests were very small and very peaceful.
Yeah, right.
There was no animosity.
Listen to her trying to gaslight y'all.
The National Guard, who was standing there with these assault weapons, in front of the small crowd that was there. And so that looked very, very dangerous. And I don't know why the National Guard was there with weapons.
We don't even know why you got your black ass there, fighting for illegal migrants and your colleagues.
Because ICE was in Los Angeles, in the black and brown communities, trying to...
Black and brown community. Ain't nobody on for the fuck shit, lady. Alright? You old ass Democrats. It's over, okay?
Grab people off the street, trying to identify who may be illegal, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, right.
And so President Trump has literally instigated all of this.
Yeah, right.
He knows that he cannot meet the numbers that he promised during the campaign that he was going to send back to their country, send back to Mexico, et cetera. And so he is now playing to his MAGA crowd to say, see, I'm working hard. I'm going to get them out of here for you. On and on and on. He's not going to make the numbers, but he's going to upset our city. He's going to cause a great deal of problems. He is going to anger a lot of people, and then he's going to want martial law. We know what he wants.
Yeah,
he wants to call martial law.
Yeah,
he wants to get the military in here.
Stop trying to gaslight. The peoples ain't going for it, Maxine. Girl, the peoples ain't going for that shit. You can say what you want to say, Maxine. It's over.
This is a dishonorable human being, a cruel man that does not care about the disruption that he's causing and the lives that may be lost because of him. His son was quoted this morning saying to the Koreans, get on top of the rooftop and shoot the protesters.
Yeah, right.
Are you going to try to get into that detention center again, Congresswoman?
Y'all hear gaslight?
Well, no, I have to go to Washington. I am the ranking member of the Financial Services Committee dealing with trying to stop Trump from, stealing with this cryptocurrency. And so I'm leaving. I'm in the airport right now. And, people are calling me and telling me and describing, what was happening last night and concerned about my safety. Oh, no, I won't be back here until after Charlie Rangel's funeral in New York.
These motherfuckers done lost their mind, y'all. I'm telling you, they done lost their mind, y'all. I believe it was in the
jab. Thing to say that because they know we know the law.
I believe it was in the jab. Got these motherfuckers out of control, done lost their minds. They lost their minds, y'all. Had something to do with that jab they took when they got gas lit to go out there and take an experiment. Once again, through the Dixiecrats and their foolishness. Once again, 2020, the George Floyd riots. History is repeating itself, ladies and gentlemen, with these Dixiecrat demons. And that's all they are. That's all they are, ladies and gentlemen. They demons. They are of their father, the devil. You hear me? Democrats stand for devil, of their father. They are of their father, the devil. You heard? So yeah, black folk. Don't do it, black folk.